Hello, people. I hope you guys are doing great. So, today we are going to learn five more English words. So, you know the drill, so it's useless to say once again. The lesson has been prepared by me, Svetlana Mandal. Let's just go and learn new words. So, the first word is benevolent. Now, this is quite easy, and people use benevolent, and it's not that kind of a bombastic or a very complicated English word. But still, I have included this because often when we converse with people, we fail to use certain English words, which though they are not such huge and complicated words, but we fail to use them. So, this is just a reminder that these are the words you are supposed to use in your everyday speeches and when you converse with people. So, let's see what is the meaning of benevolent. So, benevolent basically refers to friendly and helpful. So, if someone is, you know, helpful and is very friendly, so that person, that good natured person, is going to be a benevolent person. For example, the benevolent child took care of his grandparents. So it's like he is a child who is very helpful and friendly and is looking after his grandparents. So this particular child becomes a benevolent person. The next word is camaraderie. Now, this one basically refers to trust or sociability among friends. So you see, if there is like a if there are like three friends in the who joined school together and has they have been like best of the friends from their kindergarten age, and now they are like finally passing out and they're going to go to college, and they are still known as the trio, like the strong trio in the entire school. Everybody know them. People are very always talking about their friendship, the way they trust each other. So they basically, what you can say is that there is a very unique camaraderie in amongst them. Okay, so that is what camaraderie is. It's trust and dependability that you will see amongst close friends. For example, it was the camaraderie among the team members that made the victory possible. So, because these team members had faith in each other, they trusted each other, and then they were almost like friends. That's the reason why they could work together, because the camaraderie was so strong and they could work together, and hence the victory was possible. So, that is what camaraderie means. The next word is condescending. Now, this is almost like how I was talking about benevolent, that condescending is a word that we often use. But at times we fail to use or incorporate these kind of words into our everyday languages or speeches when we talk to people. So these are the kind of simple but words which will make your English more fine and crisp. So let's see what condescending actually means. This one basically refers to possessing an attitude of superiority. So you see, when someone for example, the topper of the class, he has a very condescending tone when he talks to the the backbenchers in the class. So he has this attitude of superiority, and it is very much noticeable in the way he treats the other people whom he thinks are not as good as him. So that is what condescending means. Now let's look at the example. The older brother uses a condescending tone whenever he talks to his younger brother. So maybe this older brother has achieved a lot. Maybe he's excellent in his academics, he's very good at sports, and his parents are always praising him, and is he the younger brother is always getting compared to the older brother, and maybe this is the reason why the older brother feels very superior. So whenever he talks to the younger brother, he has this attitude: yes, I know more than you, I have done more than you. This kind of a very superiority attitude, and then you can say that he has a very condescending attitude towards his younger brother. He looks down upon his younger brother. So that is what condescending means. The next word that we have is conformist. Now, conformist is actually a person who complies with or accepted rules and customs. So we all have met these kind of people in school, in colleges, especially when it comes to the class prefect. The very reason why a particular student, maybe your friend itself in class, in school, when you were in school, your friend is, nominated or selected as the class prefect. It's like 90% of the time it's only because he's a good student and he's a conformist. He's someone who the teacher knows will abide by the rules. He's not someone who goes around breaking the rules. That's the, like, one of the biggest reason why he is the class prefect. So he is a class prefect because he understands the rules, he loves abiding by the rules, he follows rules, he's not someone who will break rules. So that is what makes him a conformist. So that is what conformist means. Now let's look at the example. She is a popular conformist in school, hence she was elected as the school president. See, because the board who decided that this particular girl should be the school president definitely knows her as a conformist. They know that a person who loves to follow rules, or come abides by the rules that is set by the school, is definitely going to guide the entire school and all the students on the same way, to follow the same path. So that is what conformist means. So the last word that we have in today's lesson is congregation. Now, congregation basically refers to a crowd of people or an assembly. Let's first look at the example. She is a member of a small congregation. So this basically, I could have said simply that she is a member of a small group or assembly, but I didn't say that. I used a more better word, a more fancy word, which shows that how refined my English is. For that reason, I'm using this word congregation instead of group. So you can actually say, today there was this meeting and this particular person, she represented her own congregation, or like her own group, or the teacher delivered a speech and it was addressed to a congregation of people or congregation of children. So that's what congregation means. It simply means a group of people, but instead of saying a group of people, you just use a fancier word, which is congregation. So that was the last word that I had included in today's lesson. So that's it for today. In the next lesson, we'll again look at 5 more words. I really hope that you people are actually using these words and you're learning something, because until and unless you use these words, you will never be able to actually grasp them. You have to use these words. That's the only way how you can refine, or you can make your English more crisp and you can make your English better sounding. That is the only way you can do. Like, you have to use them, you have to use these words. So please take care of yourself, and in the next class, in the next lesson, I'll continue with this whole course where I'm talking about 5 words in each lesson. Please take care of yourself, and thank you for staying with me till the end.